pick it up now. Okay. This poem was first published in, get this, 1823, anonymously. But just a few little years later, people said a guy named Clement Clark Moore wrote this. He denied it because he wanted to be known for his deep religious and philosophical writings. Now, I could get a show of hands of people who have read any of his deep philosophical and my hand would stay down. Finally, in 1844, he acknowledged that, by golly, he wrote that. At that time, the family of Henry Livingston said, wait a minute, Dad wrote that, and gave it to us in 1807. It's been argued ever since. Hallmark even made it into a courtroom battle. But whoever won out, we don't know, because what we're really looking for is to hear once again the most famous American poem ever written. "'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. What to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. Oh. I've lost my place. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled, and he shouted, and he called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, I'm Comet-on, Cupid-on, Dagger and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. Then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin, it was white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old devil, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to drink. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all!"